to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love.
Experience the winter event happening now.
Week 12 concludes with Monday Night Football on ESPN. Then Week 13 kicks off with Thursday Night Football on NBC, NFL Network, and streaming on Twitter.
Well, all these guys involved in it, you know the story from the offseason. Peyton Manning retires. Osweiler goes to Houston, so John Elway has to make the decision with Gary Kubiak. Where do they go with quarterback? Is it Mark Sanchez? No. They end up with Trevor Siemian. And now Simeon's got the opportunity of a lifetime. He's sitting on 6 weeks here, 5.5 games as he hands to Booker for this first down carry of 3 yards. What a chance, Chris. You can ride a great defense if the rest of the offense comes along to the playoffs and make a playoff run with this opportunity in your career, if everybody can get going. Injured chief is Derek Johnson.
Well, I don't know. If I were Trevor Siemian and I heard the guys saying, you know, this is a great opportunity for you, that we're all cheering for you, that we have important 6 games in the playoffs to see about your career, I'd be like, wait a minute now. I'm 7-2 as a starter here. Does that not count for anything? And yet we know that John Elway is not shy about pulling the trigger. He had Tim Tebow playoff game that he won, and he came back with Peyton Manning the next year and said, that wasn't enough for me. So John Elway is playing for one thing and one thing only, and that's a world championship. And if he thinks Trevor Siemian can get it done, he'll be the guy. If he doesn't, John will not be shy about pulling the trigger on that one.
Derek Johnson helped to the sideline. DJ Alexander has been big on special teams. In his place, good cutback run by Booker. Best looking run of the night either way. First down for the Broncos onto the Chiefs side of the field.
Well, there we are again, going right up behind Matt Paradis, the center. So many times, so many of their yards go right in the A-gap, right on either side of the center, and here we go again. Once your center can control that nose, you have a chance.
And we mentioned 57. Alexander was in the game for Johnson. Gotten held by the fullback Janovich, but he couldn't make the play. The 47, first down throw for Siemian. It's Houston again. Ladies and gentlemen, the defensive player of the week, that man.
Well, he's on tackle number 2 at this point in the game now. Donald Stevenson is going to get this inside move here. My guys from Pro Football Focus just text me, this guy got a 5.5 grade in the first half. There are guys that don't get that grade in 3 years of their career.
That's like off the charts, right?
It's ridiculous.
Well, so is he.
49's a backer, 49's a backer.
Don't worry about 49, worry about 50.
49's Daniel Sorensen, the linebacker. Booker threw one arm tackle, and then he's finally stopped. Tamba Hali is over there. Guy's been to the Pro Bowl 5 times, who really was very instrumental in Houston's development when he came in. Hali's been in the league 11 years now.
Yeah, and they've really been kind of taking it easy on Tamba Hali this year. And I think, you know, you just keep seeing that if this strategy could work, you know, D4 comes back from that hamstring injury. Justin Houston continues to play like this. And Tamba Hali is fresh for the end of the season in the playoffs. This could be an unbelievably dynamic pass rushing force on this defensive team.
It's one of those important plays. Your field position is decent. It's 3rd and 5. Here come the Chiefs. Picked up Siemian by Thomas for the first down, just inside the 20-yard line with Kenneth Acker there in coverage.
This time Justin Houston right over the center, going to try and come right there, and they're going to bring Ron Parker, I believe it was, right there. So it left one-on-one coverage on the outside. And if you want to know why teams do not want to bring that much pressure, is because these 2 receivers on the outside are simply too good. And remember that Steven Nelson is not in the game. He's their ordinary nickel guy. So that put Acker in that situation.
24, Siemian threw it the only place he could. Perfectly thrown ball there.
Goodness gracious.
No gain for Capri Bibbs.
Goodness gracious.
Do we even need to say who it is?
Hey, if this were chess, you just take your king and lay it over. It's like, I concede, I'm done. I've had enough of this thing. Virgil Green takes his shot. Watch him try and come out. And there's Justin Houston again, just going through the fullback and the tight end, and doo-dah, doo-dah. What a night. I think he's feeling pretty good.
Yeah, so much for the rust. Off that ACL and LCL surgery on the knee that Michelle told you about in the first half. And this time it's DJ Alexander on the other side of the line of scrimmage. The second-year man out of Oregon State with the big hit on Bibbs.
This time you're going to see the center, Matt Paradis, almost get surprised. Going to help here and try to get there, but it was too late. You got DJ Alexander just going to shoot that gap before Paradis could get back. Bibbs is taking some shots tonight. There have been some huge hits in this game, and you know, we've had a penalty or two, but for the most part, they're all legal shots. This has just been an amazing defensive game.
Old school. Feels old school, doesn't
Love it. Like the Bears and the Packers or something in the snow.
And this was the division where they always put it up in the air and put up a bunch of points. Timeout Denver.
I'm fine.
Alexa, play the song that goes, "Oh, take these broken wings."
Playing Broken Wings from Amazon Music.
Take these broken wings.
You're ridiculous.
Sarah, come on.
Alexa, turn on the sprinklers.
Okay.
Got him.
I used to ask if you could hear me now, but I switched to Sprint. Their network reliability is now within 1% of Verizon. And get this, with Sprint's new unlimited plan, you have the freedom to do virtually whatever you want.
Is there no worrying about gigabytes, megabytes, overages, bill phobia?
That's the dream right there.
Well, then Mama is gonna text, ping, post,
Can you hear that?
Snap.
Switch and get unlimited mobile optimized data, $20 per line for a family of 5. It's the best price for unlimited. And buy one Samsung Galaxy S7, get one free. Happy holidays from Sprint.
Why are you sleeping?
Come on. What time is it?
It's go time.
Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. I feel like I went to bed an hour ago. I'll make the cocoa.
Get a great offer on the car of your grown-up dreams at the Mercedes-Benz Winter Event.
It's the look on their faces that makes it all worthwhile.
Now lease the 2017 C300 for $389 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer.
Tomorrow on Timeless, what if the moon landing never happened?
Eagle.
We can fix this. This is not over.
Back away from the computer.
Those astronauts are coming back home.
Timeless, new tomorrow after The Voice on NBC.
Next weekend, Premier League on NBC and NBCSN. 3 of the top 4 teams in the table. Chelsea and Man City, they're first and third, and Arsenal's fourth. Arsenal will take on West Ham, those London rivals at it. You'll see it on NBC and NBCSN. Look at Larimer Street in Lodo, lower downtown Denver. 3rd and 13 here for the Broncos. Rushing 4, Siemian throws. The crosser is A.J. Derby in the tight end, just like he was in the second quarter. It's about 1.5 yards shy of the first down. Ron Parker made the tackle. You would think take the point since the game is so close. But, the rumbling of the crowd tells you there's no kicker coming out. And for the moment, Kubiak's crew going to go for it.
Yeah, it's just so hard to get down here. Your quarterback just makes a big play. Derby makes a big play to get it close. But now you're thinking, who do I overwhelm on this defensive line? And I'm sure not running it to the right. I'm running left if I'm running anywhere.
Derek Johnson back on the field. Siemian tries to keep it and get there. He gets tagged at the end of the play by Berry. Let's see where the forward progress will be marked.
And then it was late that Siemian came popping out there. That Marcus Peters down there eyeballing it. Did he get it there? I think that's the ultimate forward progress, because after that his knee would hit the ground. So let's see in our own minds if we can mark this thing. Looks like just short.
Does he ever get to that 8-yard line? They give him a first down. They do mark the ball at the front end of the 8-yard line. I think you've heard plenty of conversation about marking the ball this weekend if you watch the Ohio State-Michigan game. And where do you get a spot? It's such an inexact science.
But it was pretty clear there that you could see that 8-yard line. I personally didn't think he got to that 8-yard line.
And again, has to be so clear that he was shy of it for replay to turn it over. Andy Reid, no flag in hand, no challenge. They pick up the 4th and 1 on the keeper by Siemian, and Devontae Booker gets 2. Probably mark him to the 6.
So here we go. Here's the 8-yard line right here. Let's see if he gets there. Remember the ball, not his helmet, not anything else. Does the ball get there?
I don't think so.
I didn't think it did either.
And that is not directly down the line, but it's pretty close to down the line. You see where the ball was, almost just under his left shoulder, which had gotten turned the other way. 2nd and goal. Siemian fires. What a good play by Phillip Gaines.
Again.
Same thing with that slant route, right?
Absolutely. Here he is back underneath. Here we go. Just goes right underneath the route. And that is multiple times. Good throw by Siemian, just a better play defensively. And I tell you, Gaines is not far away from reaching over there with 2 hands and grabbing one. He was in that position. Remember this defense, 7 turnovers down here in the red zone. Be careful.
He's intended for Jordan Taylor. 3rd and goal, chased by Houston. Retraces his steps. Siemian's got room. Will he run it or throw it? Gonna throw it. End zone. Taylor. Touchdown. Jordan Taylor.
How do you like me now, says Trevor Siemian. Justin Houston had a beat on him. He doubles back across the way, and then it's Jordan Taylor. Look at that move in the back of the end zone. He faked like he was going to the back edge, and then came back both feet down, clean catch. And Trevor Siemian with a trademark play for his early career. Houston thought he had him, maybe a little tug there at the end of that thing by Stevenson, got away with it.
McManus, big extra point. It's not through, and Denver takes the lead. Jordan Taylor is the receiver that Peyton Manning gave the nickname Sunshine from Remember the Titans because of the long hair. He was helping Peyton in the rehab process last year. This year he's helping the Broncos. He's given them a 1-point lead.
When the rain's blowing in, I'm ready.
Did you look outside?
And the whole world is on your case.
Sure is coming down.
I could offer you grace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, there is no one there to dry your tears. I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love.
Experience the winter event happening now.
It's Black Friday weekend at Verizon, and people are ready. Because they know a deal is only as good as the network it's on. Verizon gives you the best network and a lot more. Get our best smartphones for free, like the iPhone 7, the Samsung Galaxy S7, the Pixel, phone by Google, and the Moto Z Droid, all absolutely free. Plus, you'll get an $800 Visa prepaid card when you switch 4 lines. Shop our best Black Friday weekend deals this Saturday and Sunday only. Hurry and get it all at Verizon.
Where am I?
Follow the brick road to the Emerald City. The wizard is there.
Are you a good witch? Or a bad witch? Definitely not Kansas.
I hope you can watch a very special episode. It's TV's #1 news show, now nominated for 3 People's Choice Awards, including Best Drama. If you haven't seen This Is Us, you need to check it out Tuesday, 9 Eastern and Pacific, 8 Central, right here on NBC.
I'll be studying Dallas and Minnesota at that time.
You can binge watch that show and you will love it.
All right.
When you get a chance to catch your breath. Touchback here. what a play this was on both ends.
I'd like to binge watch this one for a little while. Watch Trevor Siemian escape here, and let's give a little credit to Donald Stevenson for staying with Justin Houston over there, but then it was sunshine coming out of that late break. Almost 10 seconds that play took. Didn't quite approach the Donovan McNabb play in Dallas of over 14 seconds. But look at that little move, and that was the key thing. Gave him just enough space on the outside to come back and make that play. He got his first touchdown of his career in New Orleans. Comes right back with a huge one here.
Chiefs take over at their own 25. It's Spencer Ware with the run. And that's about 4 yards. So we were talking about Taylor and Sunshine from Remember the Titans. It's such a cool story. He was working like triple days where his own practice, staying late, but he was getting there early as Peyton Manning was rehabbing from the foot injury. And Peyton would tell you he grabbed Jeff Hireman, who was a tight end who was on injured reserve with a foot injury, Taylor, who wasn't seeing much action, guy from the equipment staff, anybody so he can go through those workouts trying to get ready, and he did. Remember Manning bought the suit for Taylor going to the Super Bowl, and Jordan got his own suit. But one of the reasons he's on this roster is because of Gary Kubiak's son, Klein Kubiak, who was with him in college, and said, Dad, we got to keep an eye on this guy. Klein's part of this football operations staff, and they got Taylor, and he's giving them plenty. Kelce, the tight end for the Chiefs, across the 40. Hard hit at the 45, but a first down and a pickup of 15.
Every play ends with a big hit, and here comes Kelce across the formation, and for once nobody ends up picking him up. You'll see him come all the way across the formation, and that match zone just got fouled up a little bit. Then there's the newest millionaire right there. Darian Stewart came up with a new contract. You see why. He had 3 turnovers in the game against the Saints in New Orleans. Was spectacular in that game.
First down since the first quarter for Kansas City. 6:15 now in the third as Ware carries for 2 yards.
You know, I tell you who else has been big in this game so far in his return is Derek Wolfe. You know, that was the one defensive element, that inside pressure, the Malik Jackson kind of role, the guy that gets some push up the middle, so those outside pass rushers, but also against the run. They're rotating him in more and more in this game. You see the big elbow brace on him, sort of looking like J.J. Watt over there. But he's had a nice game so far.
From the 49, Alex Smith for Kelce, who was followed by Todd Davis, the inside linebacker. It'll be third down coming up.
Yeah, and for Todd Davis, sort of taking over for Danny Trevathan in that role. We talk so much about Von Miller and his ability to rush. Well, check out what else he can do. He just drops back in coverage. You remember in the Super Bowl, that was maybe one of the biggest plays of the game. Him in coverage down the boundary and knocked that one away.
The problem for the Chiefs, third down, has been a problem again tonight.
Bet you Von Miller's not in coverage this time. Oh boy, TJ Ward is blitzing.
He knows it around. Here he comes. The back picked him up, and Kelce's got the first down. Terrific play all the way around. Will Parks, the safety, the rookie, had to make the tackle.
It's a great job that time by Alex Smith, forcing Denver to show this blitz. They started moving. He knew exactly the offensive line could figure it out. They pick it up, and then they get their main man, Travis Kelce, out there on the rookie Parks. And Will Parks should not feel badly about that. I haven't seen anybody. Look at that move by Travis Kelce. Just electric from the tight end position.
Just 8 completions on the night for Smith, 3 of them to Kelce. Nothing downfield. The 43, good pocket that time, and a good catch by Ware to keep his balance and get to the 25, an 18-yard first down game.
That was an amazing move. At the tail end of that thing, looked like he was going down. TJ Ward, who's one of the best tacklers in the league, just had a direct beat on him, and somehow Ware was able to do that and let that bullet fly by him.
It's almost like that hand he was using to not go to the ground gave him a chance to pivot in the other direction.
Yeah, we've seen everything else tonight. Why not?
You said it before, he's a former quarterback in his high school days. Great athlete. He is running again for about 5. Take inside the red zone as we take it under 4 minutes. Third quarter, Denver 10, Kansas City 9, two very similar teams playing their type of football here.
Here's that inside zone play now, and watch Mitch Morse, the center here, make the block. This is so key because this play is going to fold back behind, and then you just sort of move that guy out of there, Billy Wynn. Mitch Morse, a very quick guy, very athletic inside as well.
Niles Davis now the running back. Out of the pistol, the quick throw to Hill, trying to get the speedster on the edge. Chris Harris, not going to let you get there. Aqib Talib going to make sure that his partner has help.
I tell you, Chris Harris is just simply one of the best football players in this league. He's a little guy. Everybody goes, yeah, big deal. He was a slot corner. Nobody paid much attention to him. And then he got about a $50 million contract. Slot cornerbacks, slot receivers, people that can make plays like that, they're difference makers in this league.
3rd and 6, place going nuts. Smith 5 in the pattern. Underneath. Can Thomas get there? No. Talib. Terrific pursuit. A couple yards shy of the first down. Kansas City will attempt a go-ahead field goal.
Here we go. Let's watch this right here. DeMarcus Ware on the outside. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. I mean, Alex Smith, we talk about him getting the ball out of his hands quickly. He has to. And then it was Talib first, and then Bradley Roby with the cleanup hit.
It's going to be a 35-yarder for Cairo Santos, 3rd-year kicker out of Tulane. Believed to be the first Brazilian-born player in the league. He was born in Sao Paulo. Perfect execution all the way around by the snapper Winchester, the holder Colquitt. And Kansas City takes a 12-10 lead.
For me?
Oh my.
What is it?
It's Samsung Gear VR.
You put it in there. Push the play button.
Oh.
What do you see?
Wow. This is great.
What I'm
Oh my God.
Oh. You've got to try this.
Introducing the Reuben from Subway, a sandwich as full of intrigue as it is flavor. Some say it was invented by deli owner Arnold Reuben, others by Reuben Kolakowski during a poker game, and some insist it was Hollywood starlet Marjorie Rambeau in a fit of crazed hunger. Seriously, the Reuben's past may be debatable, but its great taste is not. Stacked with lean corned beef, Bavarian-style sauerkraut, Swiss cheese, and Thousand Island dressing on new freshly baked rye bread. We don't know where it came from, but we know where you can get it. Only at Subway.
The wall was created for one reason, to change lives.
These deserving contestants get a chance at a brighter future.
$12 million.
This is going to be the ball that changes our lives.
The Wall, coming soon to NBC.
So the field goal was kicked, and then after we went to break, a flag was thrown, and Gary Kubiak's getting the explanation from Pete Morelli. Illegal formation on the Broncos, because in 2013 they put in a rule. You can only have 6 guys on one side of the formation for player safety, can't overload. Denver has 7, so the kick went through, but the official in the back was counting the players on that side of the snapper, said there were 7 after they had a consultation. You saw the 2 officials going to talk to each other there.
Play clock did not run out during that play. Again, illegal formation defense, had 7 men on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty, result of the penalty is a first down.
Because it was 4th and 2 at the 17-yard line. So obviously Kansas City takes the points off the board. So instead of being 12-10 Chiefs, It's Kansas City 1st and 10 at the Denver 12-yard line.
And I think what Kubiak was saying was that the play clock expired, so it should have been a 5-yard penalty on them and then let them re-kick it.
Alex Smith hops out. Spencer Ware going to take a wildcat snap here. Remember, he's a former quarterback. He's going to keep it here and run inside. Good push from the O-line to get down to the 7-yard line on 1st down.
Yeah, and this wildcat formation has become some of their red zone and short yardage formation of choice, because you have a guy that has experience running that read option play.
As recorded,
and
as eligible. 75 is eligible.
And also your running back, obviously, running straight through the hole where he probably would have anyway. So now they bring in Ja Reed, the extra offensive lineman, to try and just overpower Denver at this point.
Best looking drive of the night for the Chiefs. Again, it is Ware. He's going to run to that side and just gain a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd down coming up. We have a chance to tell you Sunday Night Football is brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By Sprint. Visit sprint.com. By Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. And by Amazon Echo, information, music, news, and more. Just ask. You ask for snow mask nearby Aspen, Colorado, delivered. Got some today. 'Tis the season in the Rockies. Derek Wolfe, who we mentioned had that elbow injury that he came back from, being walked off by the athletic training staff. Chris, I just want to go back to that penalty, and you wonder, why did they make that rule change for player safety 3 years ago? Simply put, the defensive teams were rushing through the gaps created by the overload. When they looked at tape, they said too many injuries caused by that formation. Here go the Chiefs back for the 2nd time in this drive with the wildcat with Ware, who gives to Tyreek Hill. Speed on the edge. What a block he got from Wilson to score the touchdown. Albert Wilson, the big block, frees Tyreek Hill for his 2nd touchdown, and the penalty ends up allowing the Chiefs to score a TD.
Boy, I tell you, it takes some nerve to run wide on that one. And essentially, I think that's Von Miller unblocked. This play is going to leave Von Miller unblocked. They're going to read him. They thought Von Miller was going to come down, and it was Tyreek Hill able to get on the edge. Great blocks on the outside there by Wilson and by Travis Kelce. Boy, how many times do you design a play that you leave Von Miller unblocked? And it worked.
It's that whole zone read concept. You're often leaving the best rusher free. It doesn't fit with anything except when it works.
If you can't block him, don't, I guess.
Tell your quarterback that, right? Hill, 2 touchdowns. Kansas City back on top. 16-10, a good one here in the Rockies tonight.
Okay, Google, turn on the hall lights.
Okay, Google, turn up the music. Okay, Google, what's the weather?
2 babies dream.
How do you say nice to meet you in Spanish?
Okay, Google, dim the downstairs lights.
When a moment turns romantic, why pause to take a pill? Or stop to find a bathroom? Cialis for daily use is approved to treat both erectile dysfunction and the urinary symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently, day or night. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain or Adempus for pulmonary hypertension, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis and a $200 savings card.
Bing. Bing. Bing.
Disney Princess Carriage. Only at Walmart. $398. Save money, live better. Walmart.
Minnesota folk hero Paul Bunyan and his ox Babe were brought together on a Thursday. So just imagine what this Thursday will bring when the Cowboys collide with the Vikings. Anything can happen on Thursday. Thursday Night Football, Thursday at 8:15 on NFL Network, NBC, and streaming on Twitter.
Tonight's aerial coverage is brought to you by Geico. Turning into a good one here in Denver. Mike Tirico in for Al Michaels with Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya. Half-minute left in the third, and the Chiefs respond to the Denver touchdown with one of their own. 16-10 Kansas City. Santos good hang time and depth. No return for Capri Bibbs and the Broncos.
Well, we've been talking about these big hits all night long, and here we go. We'll start off with Von Miller early on with that one. Eric Berry's had a few legal and illegal. And Derek Johnson comes up with that one. DJ Alexander and Darian Stewart here at the end. But it has been like this all night long. I've been getting messages from some of my defensive friends around the league, a little fired up, watching some defensive football out here. Warren Sapp, he's loving it.
Real kick in. 180. Now Siemian back to work with 30 seconds left for first down play action. And with a high throw intended for Emmanuel Sanders, who was open, but Siemian couldn't find the target. Well, there you see Clark Hunt back there, the Chiefs family. The Hunt family has owned the Chiefs for 57 years. You go back in the Hallises and the Bidwells and the Rooneys, and of course Clark Hunt over the year. His dad so influential. Lamar Hunt in the start of the AFL, which is the roots of the AFC West and all these teams.
Papa was a good guy, and so is his son.
Ditto. Caught by Thomas. He'll gain 7, and that should spin us down to the end of the third quarter. They'll make it 6. It'll be 3rd and 4 on the other side.
Take a deep breath here, man. This is going to be fun.
And the stakes are high.
Yes, they are.
Because if you don't win, you're 2 back in the West with 5 to go. After 3, Kansas City 16, Denver 10. Sunday Night Football continues after these messages.
People are applauding This Is Us.
I love you as much as a human heart can. To me, you are every part my son.
See why it's considered the best drama on television.
I cannot lose my son. I can't.
New This Is Us, Tuesday on NBC.
That is the reason the tornado warning has been issued.
We need to know when that's going to hit. That's why we listen to Kevin.
That's a powerful thunderstorm.
You know you're going to be safe when you're with Kevin.
But 14 days out is amazing.
The earliest alert forecast.
I definitely appreciate Kevin looking that far ahead.
We give the earliest alert forecast every day.
I appreciate that, being able to look 14 days out.
This gives us a wealth of information that we can pass along to you at home.
Anything he tells you, you can trust him.
We're making sure not only your family is safe, we're making sure my family's safe.
What are you doing here?
Wait for Black Friday.
Black Friday deals on the most awarded SUV brand are going on all month long.
I can shop now, like right now?
Yes! Yeah. You may just want to put on some pants first.
No.
I'm gonna make some s'mores!
Great deals all month long at the Jeep Black Friday event. Get 20% off MSRP cash allowance for an average $7,200 in savings on select 2016 Cherokee Limited models in dealer stock.
Tire Discounters has gotten to know our customers pretty well, and we know just what they want to see for the holidays. $100 savings and goats with scarves.
Everybody hates when the waiter warns them the fajita skillet is hot. But Arby's fixed the problem with fluffy flatbread, steak, chicken, and not having waiters. Arby's, we have the meats.
Lauren Jones on Wave 3 News Sunrise.
Chris said it earlier, that Dallas story is the who'da thunk it story. Oakland's right there behind at 9-2. We were there a few weeks ago to watch the game against Denver. That place is alive. Raider passion is back. And one of those great performances by Derek Carr. The pinky injury comes back. They end up beating Carolina, so they are 9-2. If somebody wins, if we don't end up in a tie, the winner here will be 1 back, the loser 2 back. And you saw those division records. Keep in mind, Oakland has to go play the last 3 division games on the road here down the stretch, so there is hope. Ali with the pressure. Siemian steps up. In the middle, Jordan Norwood couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. And it'll set up 4th down.
That's some play on the outside by Kenneth Acker, who's been filling in here tonight. They got 1 against them, but when you come up with one like that on 3rd down, straight man-to-man coverage, it's what it's all about. Just next man up. Here he is. 27 Acker. That's a good move right there by Jordan Norwood, but Acker was all over it.
Riley Dixon kicks. Can you keep it away from Hill? It's a good job pushing it towards the sideline. Gets a good bounce. Going to be 55 yards and all net. And Denver's going to have it back inside their own 15-yard line. Kansas City's going to have it, I should say. This is everything we thought it would be, but this is a big pressure quarter going both ways here in the fourth.
Yeah, and the thing that's been so impressive about this so far, 0 turnovers.
Right.
So the offenses are doing their jobs as well, and their job was to come out here, not lose the game. Of course, they had the, the sack in the end zone, the whole thing out there, and that led to 9 points out of it. But for the most part, Alex Smith, and I know everybody wants him to throw it deep, and they want him to make big plays, but he's given his defense, given his special teams a chance to win the game.
The dirty word in the quarterback industry, game manager.
Oh, they hate it.
But he's been terrific at it. It fits what they do.
I wonder if Alex Smith hates it. Probably not.
Not when the check comes. Spencer Ware with the carry in the game for you. You think about Alex Smith, and he had that carousel in San Francisco. He had so many different guys, and then Jim Harbaugh came in there and really stabilized. So Harbaugh comes in 2011, and since then Alex Smith has turned it around. Look what he's done the last 5 years.
Yeah, and of course they had pretty good defense over there in San Francisco as well, and they come over here and build the same thing. And for Andy Reid, he was always a West Coast guy. He didn't always have a West Coast quarterback, so I think this is kind of the essence of who he is, and that's a big reason why they've won 17 out of 20 regular season games.
2nd and 9, the dip of the shoulder, trying to get around the edge was Miller. And the sack comes from the other side. The other terrific player, DeMarcus Ware, and Smith went down hard as Ware took him to the ground.
Nice job by Schwartz here on the outside. As Miller comes in, Schwartz going to push him by, but as Alex Smith stepped up, the old high-low, here comes DeMarcus Ware, is going to go underneath Eric Fisher there, and that's how those guys work. They actually have signals that says, all right, you go high, I'll go low, and then the next time it'll be, I'll go high, you go low, because that's what you want to do. You want to just force him to step up into the other guy.
And Steve Antonopoulos, the longtime athletic trainer for the Broncos, is looking at Ware, even though he's the one who threw Smith down so hard. 3rd and long. Alex Smith knows, do not make a mistake here. Just take it. Shane Ray will get credit for it. The guy in place of DeMarcus Ware forces the 3 and out for the Denver defense.
Well, here's what you're going to see, just zone defenses. Everybody in a zone, just a 3-man pass rush, and they still flush him out of the pocket. But Mike, you're exactly right. Alex Smith, the game manager we just talked about, said, listen, guys, we're all right. We've got the lead. There's nothing wrong with punting the football here. We don't want to make a big mistake. He made the right play.
Dustin Colquitt to Jordan Norwood. Flag down. Movement by the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Broncos had a block on. They had a play, and it made them flinch.
False start. Number 14, offense. 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
It's the rookie receiver, DeMarcus Robinson.
You'll see both these guys on the outside. They were coming in for a block. Had another guy come up from the outside, and they had a play on, and it just made them flinch.
Yeah, you saw Benny Fowler, 16, also dove in from the left side, the bottom of your screen. Dustin Colquitt backed all the way up. Gets rid of it quick. Not the distance on this one. Norwood's got to run up, and he couldn't catch it. It's Free who's got it. The long snapper, Winchester, down there for Kansas City, fighting with Jordan Taylor. And now everybody's in the pile. And it's Chiefs ball. DeAnthony Thomas was down there, and Norwood, who earlier had the muff that gave the poor field position, led to the safety. This time can't catch that one, and the long snapper, Winchester, comes up with it.
Yeah, Norwood wanted to go without the fair catch, but because Thomas was right there in his face, and nicely played by Thomas to not get there too soon. But for Jordan Norwood, it's been a long night already, a couple of those. And we talked about it from the very beginning, right? This is a game that may end up being lost instead of won. And what a huge flip of field position there.
It was Thomas who was there on coverage. Smith on first down, gives to Ware. Spencer Ware runs to the right, only a couple of yards. Long snappers often aren't in the news.
Number 76. Offense, 10-yard penalty remains first down.
Penalty on Duvernay Tardif, the guard. They're often not in the news unless there's a bad snap or a mistake. And Winchester's second year out of Oklahoma, maybe you heard the story. His dad, Michael, worked at the Oklahoma City airport. Was shot and killed 2 weeks ago by a disgruntled former airport employee. He didn't practice that week. He came and snapped for the Chiefs last week against Tampa, and the special teams unit, the whole team, just couldn't believe what a great job he did. So you know how heavy his heart is as you're right around Thanksgiving and the holiday time, and a moment to feel great about his accomplishments as he's dealt with so much difficulty, and his family as well over the last couple of weeks. Penalty makes it 1st and 20. Spencer Ware got some blocking on the edge, got the penalty yardage back and then some to the 45-yard line.
Well, for Norwood, he knows that he gave him a chance, but now's when you have to hope. And this great defense, and it is a great defense, can stand up. The hardest thing in the world is to make a stop, go to the bench, start drinking Gatorade, and go, what? And then it's like, get your helmet, you got to run back out on the field. Now can they make a stand right here in the middle of the field and get the ball back a second time?
2nd and 6, all the big people on the left over there. Niall Davis, the back. Fake it to him, trying to get to Kelce, was covered. And hello, somebody's waiting. My name is Von Miller.
I'm telling you, this is some move on Mitchell Schwartz here. This is like one of those judo guys. It looks like it's going to be nothing, and then watch the hand movement here. Just getting those hands off. Schwartz was probably thinking it's going to be a quick screen, get out of there, go the other way. Von Miller just too quick.
Officially 2.5 sacks. Here's what they were looking for. They had all 3 tight ends on that other side. 2 were blocking. Kelce was waiting. Miller changed the timing of it all. Play clock is out. Timeout Andy from the sideline. Andy Reid got the timeout first, I believe.
Prior to the clock running out, timeout, Kansas City, first team timeout, 30-second time.
You know, that's an interesting timeout there. You're 3rd and 13 anyway. Your odds of converting that first down probably pretty slim. And who knows what that timeout may mean towards the end of the game. Took it. They'll take a shot, and they'll probably hit a touchdown for 62 yards.
Each team has a couple of timeouts left. We mentioned earlier, if you were with us, that there were some issues with the kickers in warm-ups because the wind was blowing and it was difficult. You mentioned when we had a wind game a few weeks ago, it's one of the toughest things for a punt returner is to catch a ball in the wind, especially the way these guys are kicking it, dropping the nose down. And Norwood's had a really tough time with a couple of kicks.
And what happened on that kick, when the nose doesn't turn over, it comes down almost like a frisbee, almost like back towards the punter, and you feel like you're never going to catch it. You just keep chasing it.
3rd and 13. Smith gets Kelce crossing, won't go too far, pulled down by Chris Harris. His name and his nameplate on the jersey in his hand as he pulled him down. It'll be 4th down, and Norwood's going back again.
Well, it's a stroke of confidence. He's been so good at this, so why not? I think it was Norwood in the Super Bowl that had that 60-something yarder, right? That made a big difference in the game.
Longest punt return in Super Bowl history, the 61-yarder that he had. Not many other punt return options used thus far this year by Denver. Dustin Colquitt trying to pin him deep. Norwood, fair catch.
He can breathe again now.
And if it wasn't sure, a little sarcastic cheer from the home crowd as well.
It's Black Friday weekend at Verizon, and people are ready. Because they know a deal is only as good as the network it's on. Verizon gives you the best network and a lot more. Get our best smartphones for free, like the iPhone 7, the Samsung Galaxy S7, the Pixel, phone by Google, and the Moto Z Droid, all absolutely free. Plus, you'll get an $800 Visa prepaid card when you switch 4 lines. Shop our best Black Friday weekend deals this Saturday and Sunday only. Hurry and get it all at Verizon.
It was happening so fast. Somehow it felt like everything was moving in slow motion. If I didn't react, things could have got messy in a hurry. I mean, I just got that sweet ride with a great rate from Navy Federal. I was not about to let anything happen to her. Just looking out for my wingman. Still in training.
Open to the armed forces, the DoD, and their families. Navy Federal Credit Union.
Try to change me in any way. Don't tell me what to do. Just let me be myself. That's all I ask of you.
The new 2017 Corolla with Toyota Safety Sense Standard. Toyota, let's go places.
Sunday Night Football is brought to you by Verizon. It's always a great gift on Verizon. By Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces and their families. By Bose, get closer. And by Toyota, let's go places. Denver Botanic Gardens have Blossoms of Light. Their display will sound reactive LED light animations. Many ways to enjoy the holiday season. Kicking off in earnest. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Good way to wrap up the week. Good one here in Denver. Chiefs by 6. It's a carry for the rookie out of Utah, Devontae Booker. And Justin Hughes has been everywhere. Is there again. No gain.
Well, I think these two guys are pretty good players, Justin Hughes and Von Miller. I did a lot of homework this week. I think I could have just learned 2 names and been all right calling this game. It's unbelievable how they've just dominated from beginning to end on either side of the ball.
Such good defenses. You could take a lot of the AFC Pro Bowl team just from these 2 defenses.
Boy, no doubt.
We're back to AFC against NFC, the Pro Bowl this year. The 13th Siemian taking a shot downfield, and it is caught by Sanders. Inside the 30, and a flag on the back end will take them into the red zone. .64 on the pass and the catch.
What a route that was. I'm telling you, what a route that was.
Well, let's see if this flag's going to, I'm not sure which way this might go. I just assumed it was going to be on Denver on the takedown at the end here. Let's wait a minute. A couple of the Broncos players on the sideline looked unhappy with what they were hearing the call might be.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. An official collided with a member of the coaching staff. The result of the play is a first down. After the 15-yard penalty, it will be 1st and 10.
Again, they'll give you a sideline warning sometimes, but if you run into the bench personnel.
Here's Gary Kubiak, and here's the official. That entire area right there belongs to the official, and the minute he bumps into anybody, he may not have even known it was Gary Kubiak. That's it. Look at this route, though, by Sanders coming down. He was so close to the line of scrimmage, gave that hard inside move, and made that huge play. It was, everybody's booing here, but it was absolutely the right call by the officials. Great throw there by Siemian, and what a route by Sanders.
He was in the way, barely made contact. I'm sure the fans saw that. Devontae Booker with the carry for 3 yards. But like you said, that's one of those clear, bright line in the rule book if that happens.
Yeah, because you have to give the officials, and really, in defense of Gary Kubiak, he's sitting there all the way at the other end of the field. And here comes the ball, and he just doesn't see the official either. And usually the head coach is the one that is the farthest forward on that line. And those are often the guys that have to watch out, as Mike Tomlin will tell you as well.
That's right, from Thanksgiving night, a Baltimore-Pittsburgh game on the kick return. It's a dominant quarter for the Broncos. Siemian going up top, flag down. Sanders got it for the touchdown. He beat Philip Gaines twice on that drive. Let's check the flag.
Illegal contact, number 38 defense. Penalty is declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
The last thing Emmanuel Sanders said when he left practice, show me some love in this game, will you? Well, here comes a little love. I tell you, that's the fastest I've seen two guys in two plays go all the way down the field. And there's Stevenson on the outside, who really has made a difference. It hasn't been perfect, but it's been better and just enough on that play. And for Emmanuel Sanders, how about those plays back to back?
McManus makes the extra point. Denver on top, 35 yards. Take care of your head coach. Don't worry about the 15 yards. Let's take it back a little bit farther. Sanders gets a touchdown after 6 games without, and Denver back on top by 1.
Try to change me in any way. Don't tell me what to do. Just let me be myself. That's all I ask.
The new 2017 Corolla with Toyota Safety Sense Standard. Toyota, let's go places.
Mi sueño de niño era ser escritor, director de cine o pintor.
Pues nos conocimos a los 17 años de edad.
Hicimos el Book of Life. Yo me pongo a escribir y Sandra empieza a dibujar. Con un Surface Book podemos dibujar directamente en la pantalla.
La resolución está perfecta.
Como si un desktop gigante y una tableta tuvieran el bebé perfecto. Puedes dibujar, pintar. El Surface Book nos ayuda con todo eso. Eso no lo puedes hacer en una Mac.
Viagra single packs. So guys with ED can take Viagra when they need it.
Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain or Adempas for pulmonary hypertension. Your blood pressure could drop to an unsafe level. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing.
Ask your doctor about Viagra single packs.
What kind of man can't give his family a Christmas?
They are happy, that's what matters.
Circle of life.
He's the one always saying love never fails.
Halo.
I choose to believe that, baby.
Dolly Parton's Christmas of Many Colors, Wednesday on NBC.
Dallas won on Thanksgiving. Minnesota lost in Detroit. Full week of rest. What a scene it'll be. The Cowboys have won 10 in a row. We'll have it for you Thursday Night Football on NBC. NFL Network, streamed live on Twitter. See the next 2 games of the 10-1 Cowboys right here on NBC 2 weeks from tonight against the Giants, the only team to beat them. What happened on the touchdown, Chris?
Well, you've got Eric Berry playing center field, and I think, as you'll see, Philip Gaines, when he crosses the goal line, is going to turn around, and he's looking at Eric Berry, who worked his way to the opposite side of the field. But generally, when you see somebody coming all the way across the formation and your guy's in trouble, you're hoping for help. You're just never assured of getting it. That time Eric Berry worked the other way. I don't know who's hugging who there. Maybe Kubiak should be hugging him.
Well, because the 15-yard penalty, it meant those 2 long plays. He had 99 yards receiving on that drive.
It did beat Jeff Janis. Remember that in the playoffs? He had 101 on that final in the Hail Mary and the whole thing.
Green Bay, Arizona divisional playoff game. You guys had that classic last year in the desert.
Replay.
Marcus Ware offside. Smith throws it. It's caught by Hill. Don't give him space. 9-yard gain. You want 1st and 5 or 2nd and 1?
They'll probably take 2nd and 1. 5 yards is not assured.
Offside. Number 94 defense penalty is declined. 2nd down.
I tell you what, I don't know how many different ways I could get the ball to Tyreek Hill, but I'd sure be trying. And, you know, this is a guy that's strapped together pretty good, too. We were talking to Andy Reid about him, said, you know, he could play running back. He's not a small guy, so you don't have to worry about wearing him out.
Comes around just for the fake. They get the first down on the run with Spencer Ware to the 37-yard line. As we approach 7 minutes left, we mentioned the great night with Justin Houston, Von Miller as well. Miller was given a half sack on one we weren't sure about. They've credited him with a full sack from the one at the end of the first half, so he now has 3 sacks on the night.
There you go. I tell you what, though, book that one in your mind, that fake reverse, because had they handed it off, it would have been open. They had a lead blocker in front. Trust me, the guys that are sitting up in the coaching booth have that one with a little star next to it.
Niall Davis, the running back. Smith had Davis to the left, trying to get to Kelce in the middle, pass incomplete. Intended for Travis Kelce.
Really a good route there, working against Corey Nelson inside. And a great throw by Alex Smith, even protecting his guy, just couldn't come up with it. Game like this, you have to make all those kinds of plays. You know, those are the ones, because now you're 2nd and 10, and we've seen it all night. 2nd and 10, 3rd and long. They're not kind to Kansas City's offense.
From the 37, they bring a fullback in. They'll run Davis up the middle. He'll only gain maybe 2 yards. 3rd and a long 7 coming up. You're starting to look at that clock spinning down fast. You may only get the ball, if you're lucky, one more time here on the Kansas City side.
Kind of wish this one could go to overtime. I'm doing the math here. How are we going to get
17-16.
I could watch this one all night.
It's good football, good teams. Every first down's an accomplishment. Hill on the move. Smith rolls it and threw it for Kelce, and it's incomplete. Coverage underneath Justin Simmons, that rookie is seeing more and more time in the defensive secondary of Denver.
There he goes. There's Simmons right there. And he is a big, long, lean guy. And you exactly right. He is the one more and more. And he was the guy at the combine. I remember him. They have like 7 different events. And he was in the top 5 in 5 of those. So he's one of those freakish kind of athletes. And we saw it when he jumped over and blocked that extra point for the game winner.
In New Orleans 2 weeks ago. Broncos off their bye since. Colquitt has to kick it away under 6 minutes. Norwood secures it at the 7. Flag down, he's down. They'll mark him at the 11. Good kick. 53 to give them space. Only a 4-yard return. But that's all dependent on the flag.
Yeah, looked like Kayvon Webster with a hole. They're going to be backed
During
up again.
The kick, holding, number 36 of the receiving team. Half the distance to the goal, first down, timeout.
Denver will have it at their own 6. So they have a 1-point lead, 5:37 remaining in regulation.
Madison.
I've been really good this year, so I want an ISF Sport.
A what?
It's a Lexus.
With what options?
With red interior and 8-speed paddle shifters.
Thanks. Bye.
You think you bought it?
If you're going to wish big at the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get up to $2,500 customer cash on select 2016 and 2017 models for these terms. See your Lexus dealer.
All right, Questlove, this is it. The big reveal. This is what I'm doing January 8th.
Old Globs?
Supposed to say Golden Globes.
Watch Jimmy Fallon host the Old Globs January 8th on NBC.
NFC represented in the last 3 Super Bowls by either Seattle or Carolina. They'll go head-to-head. They've had a couple of very good playoff games the last 2 years. Seahawks atop the division. Desperation for the Panthers. See up in the Great Northwest. Football Night in America will start at 7 Eastern for Seattle time here on NBC. The penalty takes Denver back to the 4 to start this drive. And it's going to be a loss of a yard for Devontae Booker to start the drive.
You have to be careful here. Remember, holding in the end zone is a safety. Could another safety in this situation be the difference in this game? And there's Tamba Ali down.
He made the tackle and requires medical attention here.
Boy, what a dynamic leader of this organization that guy has been. You talk to anybody in Kansas City's organization, they all say the same thing. Just follow whatever Tamba Ali does. Such a great player for so long. I'll tell you the other guy you better keep your eye on in this situation, who's been a bit of a nightmare, is Chris Jones, number 95. He has been disruptive many times. And you still need about 2 or 3 yards just to have a legitimate hunt opportunity here. I just can't imagine, though, they're going to give Trevor Siemian too many shots to throw from the end zone because of that possibility of holding in the end zone. They could flip this score.
Clock restarts after Huntley's off the field, so this will take us inside of 5 minutes with this snap. The fullback, Andy Janovich, in there in front of Booker. Gives to Booker, no place to go. Absolutely no place. Raheem Nunez, Roches, Derek Johnson all stacked it up. Here comes 3rd down.
Watch Derek Johnson just slither in here and make this tackle. 8 men in the box up there, basically just daring Denver to throw the ball. You'll have man coverage, take your shot. I'll tell you the other guy we haven't mentioned much tonight after that opening little story about him. Marcus Peters apparently has been pitching a shutout out there.
Yeah, he loves to take gambles. Let's get Demaryius Thomas up here. Don't really want to be throwing that way. 3rd and 11. Will they throw it at all? They empty the backfield, so here it goes. Siemian floats, throws. It's caught for the first down by A.J. Derby, the tight end. What a huge addition they feel like he could be to bolster that position, and that's a massive first down for Denver.
And look what Trevor Siemian did. He drifts away from Justin Houston. What a good idea that was. And then there he is, the guy that they got for that specific reason. Anytime you're trading with the New England Patriots, you're always a little worried, are you doing the right thing or not? But for this franchise, they needed that middle of the field receiver, and they got one in Derby. What a huge conversion that was.
3:35, Kansas City, a couple of timeouts, the 2-minute warning. Trying to get the ball back. All they need is a field goal. That helps him. Behind the line again, Nunez Roches having an outstanding game. Stops Devontae Booker at a timeout for Kansas City at 3:27 to go. Attention time in Denver.
What if a company that didn't make cars made plastics that make them lighter? The lubricants that improved fuel economy, even technology to make engines more efficient. What company does all this? ExxonMobil, that's who. We're working on all these things to make cars better and use less fuel, helping you save money and reduce emissions.
And you thought we just made the gas.
Energy lives here.
There are those who love sriracha and those who haven't tried it. And for a limited time, Wendy's Bacon Sriracha Fries are the perfect introduction. Sriracha-infused aioli and applewood smoked bacon, all for $1.99. And at Wendy's, there's more sriracha to come.
Oh, jingle bells.
bells, jingle all.
Faded Glory flannel shirts, classic and comfortable fit, $8 each. Save money, live better, Walmart.
JJ. What's up, John? Check it out. Same Bose headphones. Nice. You ever wonder how they work? No. It's Bose active noise canceling technology. So sound travels through the air. And now we use the acoustic operator, and this joins.
With Bose noise canceling, nothing comes between you and your music.
Tomorrow and Tuesday, it's the biggest week of The Voice yet as music icon Dolly Parton takes the stage. And your vote will turn the top 10 into the top 8 live.
This is a breakout moment for you.
The Voice live tomorrow and Tuesday on NBC.
Trevor Siemian, in the 4 home games he had played, had only thrown 2 touchdowns. Chrissy has thrown 2 here in this second half. We talked about the opportunity ahead for him. Boy, he's been very good in this half.
He's really been brilliant. He has. That last drive, what he just did there, clutch play.
And what movement there on the receiver. They got Sanders in the slot to flinch.
False start. Number 10 offense. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
It's always funny whenever you hear 75,000 people at the same time go, oh, man. It's like my dad when I ran a red light. Oh, God. I believe I gave him the keys.
You know, 5-yard penalties, you don't think much in this game, as we've seen with field position so huge. Quick count, Siemian escaping, running, diving forward to get as much yardage as he could. And he gets to the 23-yard line, 3 yards shy, but it's 3rd and manageable now. Timeout, Kansas City.
You just got to love it. When a young kid knows he's playing for his career, it's a 5-man rush, so there's not really room to step up, and he just sort of slithers between here, but watch him here. John Elway, like, we're not sitting down, we're not sliding in. The game's on the line with 1 more first down. Let's go get it.
You think Demaryius Thomas played basketball in his time? Thomas downfield was throwing a little pick there.
Nice job on the outside by Donald Stevenson. Has it been perfect? No. Has it been better? Yes.
Shadows are massive here if you play that position. It's Elway, it's Manning, Osweiler, who was supposed to be here, and he leaves. Heck, what did people bring up around here the last week or so? Maybe Tony Romo if he's not with Dallas next year. Yeah. This poor kid is everywhere he turns, he hears it, but he's performing so well in a big spot right now.
Yeah, I haven't heard Gary Kubiak laugh that hard in a while when I brought that up. It's like,
So Denver's out of timeouts. There's 3:12 left. This is Kansas City's out of timeouts, I should say. This is a huge stop for them. They bring pressure. Siemian up top. It's caught. They lost Benny Fowler. Foot race. Fowler gone. Touchdown, Broncos. There's a flag down on the play. If it stands, it's 76 yards. The flag is at the 33-yard line in the Denver bench area. Almost the similar spot to where the bump happened with Kubiak before. It looks like
there's no foul on the play. Okay. There's no foul.
So they just dropped their flag. So it's a 76-yard touchdown to make it 23-16.
Wow. I mean, what Trevor Siemian just did, they sent the house after him, and he pulled a John Elway totally under control, and what a throw.
Nice extra point. So now Kansas City will need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie the game with no timeouts and 3 minutes left.
You can't block it when they send everybody. This is called a zero blitz. And Gaines has him one-on-one, no help anywhere. But it was Trevor Siemian who saw the coverage, knew exactly what it was. Just floated high over the top. Everybody's blitzing. What a play. You have to be happy for that young man. You just have to be happy for him. But the one thing it does do, Mike, is it gives Kansas City the ball back, and they're just down 1 score in a 2-point conversion.
Benny Fowler had a touchdown against the Chargers. He's the guy who can forever say, I caught Peyton Manning's last pass. It wasn't an official pass attempt that Fowler caught. It was a 2-point conversion in the Super Bowl, but that's Benny Fowler's one line of infamy. That's a big one here, one that matters a lot. As Siemian goes over 300 yards, 325, which is not what you thought would happen when you watched the first half of this one.
And only in a game like this do you see grown men playing patty cake. You know, it's like the rawest of emotions out here.
All the way back and out of the back of the end zone. Hill frustrated, couldn't get his hands on it.
Well, you can't do it better than this. Trevor Siemian here in the second half has just been absolutely brilliant. He starts out with Emmanuel Sanders once, Sanders twice. Third down and 11. Got to get out of your own end zone or you have to punt it back. And then this, the floater over the top.
Perfect throws.
Zero blitz. They brought the house after the kid, and he had the answer. Steve Talib, he knows who he wants his quarterback to be.
They went after Phillip Gaines, as you saw, and he's paid a price. Here go the Chiefs, down 8. Got to get a touchdown. Smith almost lost the ball. Somehow kept it alive as he's brought down and sacked. Derek Wolfe with that bandaged, harnessed right elbow got in there.
Well, we'll say it one more time. You get the outside rusher, and then you get the inside rusher, and then you get a sack.
In Kansas City without timeouts, 2.5 to go. It's Chris Conley. He's been very quiet. Big stiff arm on Chris Harris Jr. Got the sack yardage back. This Denver team has been uncanny in the fourth quarter this year.
The hot tub or the ice tank or whatever is going to be full with these football players tomorrow. They have laid it all on the line.
Chris, you had the 14-0 here to the rest of the season. They've outscored their opponents by 90 points in the fourth quarter this season. 3rd and 10, got 2 downs to get it. Out of timeouts. The only chance is on this drive. Smith throws, Kelce hangs on. Where will the forward progress be? Will it be enough?
He just kept walking forward.
The floating spot puts it on the line at the 35 because it was a touchback. Touching the line is a first down. No need to measure. And we're going to get to the 2-minute warning. Do they get a play in before that? They do, just before. And it's Smith picking up about 13 yards with Conley. So Kansas City get that first down in a 2-minute drive. It always builds momentum. And here we go. Inside at 2. Can the Chiefs go down and get a touchdown at a 2? And give Chris his wish. More Broncos Chiefs.
Keep on sunny side, always on sunny side. Keep on sunny side of life. It'll help us every day. It'll brighten all our ways when we keep on sunny side of life. When we keep on sunny side of life.
The #1 comedy in America is being called A Kick in the...
Whoa, call a medic.
The funniest movie of the year.
Am I tripping?
Being bad never felt so good.
Why didn't you say so? I'm in.
Bad Santa 2 rated R. Now playing.
This year at T-Mobile, the holidays are on us. Switch your family of 4 to T-Mobile, get unlimited everything, and we'll give you $800. That's right, $800 to spend anywhere you want. Plus, all season long, get awesome deals on smartphones, tablets, and accessories. Hurry to T-Mobile and get your holidays on us.
What? Oh, hi.
Hello.
Save 10 when you spend 50 on holiday decor and trees at Target.
This is The Wall.
Get the answers right, the Wall adds life-changing money.
$12 million.
But get the answers wrong, the Wall takes it away. The Wall, coming soon to NBC.
Volkswagen postgame report coming up. Michelle will talk to the stars of the game. Bob will speak with Tony Dungy and Mike Florio, break it down, and we'll look ahead to the Cowboys and Vikings on Thursday and the Panthers Seahawks on Sunday on NBC. Final 2 minutes, Chiefs out of timeouts, and 1st and 10. Jarkandrick West is the back next to Alex Smith. Smith puts it up towards Kelce, incomplete, but a flag down. Kayvon Webster says, not me.
Holding. Number 36, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic. 1st down.
Travis Kelce basically just runs right into Kayvon Webster and is going to kind of drive him back right here, and then maybe a grab at the top of this route.
Not much. Technical term.
Yeah.
DeMarcus Ware out. Shane Ray rushing off the edge. 151 left.
No help. Everybody's one-on-one. Oh, boy.
Offside. Miller unabated to the quarterback, so they killed the play.
Offside. Number 58. Defense, 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
Watch the center's head, Mitch Morrison. See if he gives a little snap here. Right there. Yeah, he kind of gave it a little snap of the head, and I think Von Miller thought he had a key.
And the hours that D-line coaches and D-linemen spend looking for just that one edge. Give me one little tip. To the 42-yard line. 1st and 5 throwing. Tyreek Hill, the fast man, goes down at the 33. Got the 1st down. Almost like he felt like he couldn't get any more, so let me save some time.
Or save something.
That's right. 90 seconds to go. From the 34, Smith working the middle. Kelce can't hang on. Big hit by Brandon Marshall, the linebacker.
I tell you, I'm so impressed with Brandon Marshall and the job he's done. He's had such a tough job. He had to take over for Danny Trevathan in that straight-up man-to-man coverage role. You get great tight ends. You end up getting great running backs coming out. And he has just been true to form all season long. There's your leader of that defense out there. Makes all the signal calls. Well, there's the leader, but the other guy makes the calls.
He's out. Shaquille Barrett in the game. Rotating these edge rushers down the stretch. DeMarcus Ware back in. Smith going Kelce again. He hangs on. Ward makes the tackle. A yard shy of the 1st down. Spinning clock, $1:18 to go.
Well, you can just about count on it. Anytime you get Kelce one-on-one with anybody, it's no insult to anybody, on anybody, that's where Alex Smith wants to go.
3rd and 1. 4-man rush. Thrown, knocks down Conley, but he makes the catch to 19. They've got the 1st down. Again, no timeouts for Kansas City. They've struggled mightily in the red zone. 2nd worst team in the league in the red zone. Now they got to punch it in to have a chance for a tying 2-point conversion.
And that clock is ticking.
Down to 40 seconds left. Getting time, shot for the end zone. It's broken up by Talib. Aqib Talib goes high to tip it away, intended for Conley. There's a penalty marker down at the back end. And it's in the secondary, in the middle of the field.
Man, what a play by Talib. I thought he had him.
Illegal contact. Number 43, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
TJ Ward, the safety.
Watch Talib. He's got the underneath coverage, and because nobody came into flat, it allowed him to drop back. I think that was Justin Simmons who almost got there, but I'm not sure that Conley wouldn't have had that ball otherwise, and it would have counted.
35 seconds left. Chiefs at the Broncos 14. Miller and Ware both in the game. Speedy Hill in motion. Smith going the other side. Looking end zone again. Out of bounds for Albert Wilson. Bradley Roby just kind of rode him all the way to that sideline.
Well, defensively, you have the advantage now of they don't have all day. If they complete something in the middle of the field, you make the tackle, and now it's scramble drill time to try and get the next one off. Same thing happens if you get a sack. Obviously, that puts a great deal of pressure in this situation. Once again, Kelce to the right, trips the other way.
Alex Smith swings the back this way, and Charkandrick West can't bring it in. It was tipped and incomplete. 3rd and 10 with 25 seconds left.
Well, Von Miller had to put one more thing on the resume tonight. A tip pass. There's still time to complete one in the middle of the field and still get up to the line of scrimmage. But remember, it's 3rd down here.
Right.
So if you do that and you don't pick up the 1st down, you can't run up and spike it. So you have to have 2 plays called in the huddle here just in case that happens.
And you see, they have to get to the 4 to get that 1st down. Conley, lone receiver, bottom of the screen. Smith looking middle, looking end zone, incomplete. Harris was there in coverage, Wilson the intended receiver, and we're down to 4th down.
Here we go. I don't know how many games I've done where Chris Harris was involved, but so many times tonight, whoever he has covered has just been blanketed, and he almost ended it right there.
Chiefs got to watch the play clock. 4th down. Bringing 5. Smith gets rid of it. It is caught, and it's a 1st down out of bounds with Hill. With 15 seconds left, they needed 10. He got 11, and a couple of cracks at the end zone now.
And then Roby looked like he had a shot to hit him, and all he had to do was stop him short of the line right there. Let's see if he... Because he was not at the 1st down marker. Hill had to turn up here, and if Roby could have made that hit... Oh my goodness, what a ball game this is.
Fitting, it will come down to this. 1st and goal from the 3, no timeouts for Kansas City. Pressure, Smith against the blitz. Inside, it is caught by Hill. Just shy, he's just shy, the clock is running. Kansas City's got to get up and get the ball. Everybody thought it was a touchdown. They're not going to get a playoff, and Denver is going to get the win. The officials stop it with 1 second. They're going to look at it upstairs.
We will review the previous play.
Oh my goodness.
I thought he got in too when I first saw it.
They weren't going to get a snap off to clock it.
Knee goes down.
When
Can
does he
you
get
see? Here we go. Where is the knee down? Down there. Is it down?
But does he have the ball yet, Chris? See, he doesn't get possession of the ball till the very end.
Which would work in his favor.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
So if this is not possession, it actually works in his favor, because if he controls it there, you have the touchdown. Oh my goodness, there are so many things at work here.
And is it clear and obvious in this situation? Because the call on the field is short. It has to be 100% sure for the replay center to overturn it.
And remember now, because there's 1 second, Kansas City is going to have to be ready.
Yes.
And I'm sure the officials will let them know, but if they mark it there, they're going to wind the clock, and you have to have that play ready, and it's going to be on the, whatever, 6-inch line at worst. Is there control? I would argue when he got control, he was over that line, or at least on that line, which is the same thing as over that line.
Again, when do you have control of the ball? And at that moment, where is the ball? And because of the bobble catching it in his body, it seemed like he secured it after the contact of the defender. And we could be looking at 24-22 and a 2-point conversion coming up.
Yeah, and Andy Reid may have to have 2 plays ready. One, if he has to get a touchdown and one if he has to get the 2-point conversion.
That's one thing. Sometimes they stay with the call on the field because there's not enough evidence. You've got all the evidence there. I think this one's going to be a touchdown.
After reviewing the play, when the receiver had complete control of the ball, he was in the end zone. It is a touchdown. Please set the game clock for 12 seconds.
They put it back at 12 because that's when it happened, so there's going to be a little more time on the clock. But, of course, we have the 2-point conversion here, which is the most important play coming up.
And I'm going to guess they're going to put Tyreek Hill in a very important position here. So you'll see the bobble just not under control, and then when it was, on the line.
Kansas City has gone for 2 once this year. It has been Kelce, and they converted.
One thing we have not seen tonight is that jet sweep that they like to do to Tyreek Hill, where basically he lines up, comes in short motion, and they turn around and hand him the ball, and he's not in the game.
He's not.
Wow.
For the 2, for the tie. Smith will roll it, he'll throw it, and it is caught for the 2 by Demetrius Harris, of all people. Demetrius Harris, who didn't play football in college, was a basketball player at Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Hasn't caught a ball in 3 games. Money time ties the game.
They didn't even have basketball or football at the school. Here we go. What's he going to do? He's going to play basketball. Let's go get some rebound position right here. Box out, Chris Harris. And there you go. Can you believe this game is tied? This is sick.
6'7", 230. Using every bit of that space, and Harris couldn't even get around him. Guy had 3 catches 2 years ago, 7 catches and a touchdown last year. He's caught 10 balls this year, but they don't target him much, and in the big spot, he ties the game at 24.
Only has 10 catches on the year. And let's give a little credit, won't we, to Alex Smith at this point?
Yeah, right.
He had to answer that entire drive that went the other way, all the momentum going the way of the Denver Broncos, and here he comes right back to tie it up.
There was no game managing. That was game winning. Or game tying, at least.
You know, he's like, hey, what do you want me to do? You want me to play with a lead? You want me to be safe? I can be safe. You want me to go get a win? Go get a 2-point conversion? You got it.
You know what I like about you? You love football so much. You've seen a lot of football the last few weeks. And you said I want overtime. And you're going to get your wish in all likelihood.
It's good by me. I'm checking the rest of the booth here. Everybody okay with that?
Absolutely.
It's all good. You know, every once in a while you see a game where just 2 teams fight their guts out.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's what's happened out here tonight. You just can't ask for anything more in a big game.
Denver does have 2 timeouts, 12 seconds left. They'll get the ball to the 25-yard line. Of course, you're at altitude, so you have the chance for the long field goal here, but reasonably with the 2 timeouts, you'd have to get somewhere near the 35-yard line to get a crack at it, maybe the 40-yard line to try a 58-yard field goal with McManus. So you're looking at have to cover, about 35 yards in 12 seconds with 2 timeouts. And what this game means one more time, especially with that Oakland victory, you want to lose this and be 2 back. Well, Denver's not even going to think about using those timeouts and taking a shot. It's going to take this to overtime.
You're at home. That's probably the right choice. That's all you need to do. Throw it down to Eric Berry, let him run it back for a touchdown. He already did that to Carolina, right?
Well, remember, that's how the first matchup between these teams last year ended in that Thursday night game. You thought the thing was over, and then, boom, the defensive score changed the game.
Was that boom in honor of John Madden? Did
Sure,
you give one of those?
Of course it was.
I do that every once in a while there.
Talk about a tremendous night for these 2 stud pass rushers off the edge, although Houston was held in check a bit, Chris, in that second half, and allowed Denver to get rhythm and success on the offensive end.
Yeah, and you just have to wonder how healthy he is. You know, he went out for a time, maybe the shoulder's hurting a little bit, but this guy, for him to come back this soon, is pretty amazing.
A sudden death overtime period. Each team will have the opportunity to possess the football unless the first team that possesses the ball scores a touchdown or there's a defensive score. There will be 2 timeouts by each team, and all replays will be done from the replay booth. This is heads, this is tails. You're the visitor. What are you going to call? Heads. Heads is a call. Tails it is. You've won the toss. You want to receive. You want to receive. Denver won the toss. Elects to receive at this end.
So off we go again to overtime on a Sunday night. And we'll be right back after these messages from your local NBC station.
Shop extended Black Friday deals at Men's Warehouse and buy one get one free store-wide. Suits are $169.